This place is one for the history nerds, so buckle up. Let me tell you more about Clonmacnoise, one of the oldest and most important early Christian settlements in Europe, dating back to the 6th century. You can best reach Clonmacnoise by car and park right in front. After a short walk, you then reach the entrance where you can buy your tickets, postcards and some souvenirs. There's also a small museum here where you can watch a film summarizing the history of the place and then have a look at models, slabs and more, including the original high crosses, which are really just impressive. Back in 544, Ciarán arrived at this location with his companions, where he met the man who would later become the first Christian crowned High King of Ireland, and together they built the first church. In 549, St. Ciarán sadly died of a plague and was said to have been buried under that church, where now the Temple Ciarán can be found. Between the 8th and the 12th century, Clonmacnoise grew quite considerably. But these were also the times when the area was attacked often by the Irish, Vikings and the Normans. They replaced the early wooden buildings by more sturdier ones, and the population grew to around 2000 by the 11th century. Craftsmen created artworks here, such as the Clonmacnoise crozier and the Cross of Scriptures. The 12th century, however, was when Clonmacnoise began to decline due to the constant attacks and the city of Athlone not far from here. And finally, in 1552, the English garrison destroyed and looted Clonmacnoise and left it in ruins. The outside area is quite large and there's a lot you can see here. Among them is the O'Rourke's Tower, which dates back to 1124. Some years later though, the top of the tower was actually knocked off by lightning. The Temple Conor was a church which was used by the Church of Ireland since the 18th century. It underwent restoration, and each Sunday during the summer months a service is being held here. Another important temple, as I mentioned before, is the Temple Ciarán, which can be found around the center of the entire area. It's the smallest church here and was built in 909, and it's considered the oldest dated stone church in all of Ireland. People still leave flowers here, and it's a really important place of worship. The oldest of the 3 crosses on the site was created around 800. Sadly, only the sandstone base has survived. The Cross of Scriptures was carved around 900 and you can only see a replica on the outside, but the original is inside the visitor center to preserve it better, and it is truly impressive. The replica of the 3rd cross is a piece from the 9th century and it can be found at the southern end of the area. And that's not even all. There's way more. So it's definitely worth taking your time to walk around and look at all the amazing buildings which offer a great look into Ireland's past. I'm going to note down the ticket prices and the opening times in the description of the video below, because they vary a lot throughout the year. So if you're interested, check the description and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.